Welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Sip. I am your host, Sean Drinks, and you were just saying something, and I'm so sorry I cut you off. What were you saying, bud?
I was saying, damn, I think I need another drink. I already went through my first one.
Oh, shit. You already killed that one?
I already low-key killed that one, bro. When shit is sweet, like if it tastes good, I'm taking it back. I'm throwing that bitch back, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I feel
throwing
you,
that
man.
bitch back, bro. Like I don't like it's just I'm throwing it back. It's hard for me to just like I could chill on a beer. But if it tastes good, I'm throwing it back.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody listening and watching, man.
I am Joshua Eferighe. 30, live in Chicago. I am a digital news producer at News Nation, which is an affiliate of WGN, and I am on it's I'm sorry, what's the name of this podcast?
Damn, son, let's have a sip.
Let's have a sip. I was reading it. I was trying to read because there's like the background here, and I'm sorry. I knew it was something with sip. I'm sorry. I was going to say, and I'm on Sean Drinks, but no, it's definitely not Sean Drinks. I'm sorry.
I'm offended. No, not really. You can't hurt my feelings. But no, man. Like I was saying a second ago, it's so good seeing you, bud. Like I miss your energy, and it's been so fucking long. It's been so long.
How long has it been? Let's count
Shit.
it.
So I graduated in 2014.
Same, 2014.
So
dang. Yeah.
it had to be 2014. So probably like what is that? 8 years. So about 8 years or so.
8 years, bro.
Time's flying.
That's crazy, bro. It's almost been a decade.
I know.
You look
It's
good,
crazy.
man. You look good.
Thank you. I have not been working out for the last year, so I'm really feeling it now.
You've been lifting. You haven't been lifting? Don't lie to me now.
I swear to God, I've been so lazy. Like, it's bad.
I remember you was fucking yoked in college, bro.
Yeah, it's I need to get back in the game, man. I've been so lazy. I've just been
You lived in the gym.
I did. Even after I graduated, I was living in the gym for a long time. So
you know what it is? It's happy weight. You with your chick, you post it up, you know what I'm saying? You good. You live it like work out for what? You already got her. You know what I'm saying? Like she love it. If she like it, I love it, right?
But it's still good to like feel good and look good, you know what I'm saying? Not for the fact of like, oh, I'm still looking for somebody, because that's not the case. Like I love my girl. She's dope.
Doing it for you. You're doing it for you, right?
Yeah. So, but what'd you say you were drinking on again?
Oh yeah. Let's let the people know. It's crazy. It's my first time having it, but the bar in my living room downstairs. I got a Little by Slowly, and this is a bourbon-based drink with rum. It has Fernet, Fernet. Don't know what that is. Lemon, spices, tea, and it's clarified with milk. What does that mean? I have no fucking idea.
Oh shit!
Little by Slowly.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
That's what I'm sipping.
I'm drinking this right now. So it's this. It's Penelope. It's
you pushing P. You pushing P. Yo, put that. Yo, turn it around. Turn that shit around. Yo, y'all see this shit? He pushing. No, the P is not showing. No, just yes, right there. You pushing P, Sean. You pushing P, bro.
I'll push that all day. That shit's so good. I actually just bought this bottle.
Do you even know what I'm referencing?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. I got this bottle the other day, and that shit's good, man. I drink my whiskey neat, and that's just for
okay. I like what's the brand? Like, what is it?
So it's called Penelope. It's a straight bourbon whiskey, and it's finished with French oak stave. So it's pretty much like it's like very vanilla-y and like kind of spicy. It's kind of high proof.
I like drinking my shit straight too, honestly, for real.
Yeah.
But I was trying to do something fast or whatever. But
no,
I like my shit straight. Like One of the best ways to drink whiskey to me is around a bonfire or like around a fire in general. Or with like
Hell yeah.
cigars and just kicking it.
Yeah.
Unlike what we're doing. Is that the whole concept of this podcast?
Yeah, so pretty much the whole point of this is actually just to like, since you're coming on, we're just having a good conversation. We're sipping on something, we're gonna highlight a bottle or whatever. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just drinking
Not
good
yet.
shit and having good conversations. Not yet, but just having some good whiskey and just some good conversations, man. Just chilling. So,
yo, what's your favorite whiskey songs?
Favorite whiskey song?
Yeah, this is my interview now.
Oh shit. Okay, so Tennessee Whiskey, man, from Chris Stapleton.
Woo!
That's my jam.
Like Tennessee whiskey. You're sweet. Strawberry wine.
Now you're about to steal my.
That run he does. Yes. Woo!
You're about to steal my girl, man. That's her favorite song.
I'm not gonna steal a girl. I have PTSD from niggas stealing my girl, so please, I would never.
Hey, but so
he has great taste in music, though. Chris Stapleton is that dude.
Yeah, he's dope, man. I like him. So I was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I just recently saw you wrote an article about UFOs. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
My man is doing his homework.
So
you did your homework on me?
I did my homework, man.
You try to make me blush? You try to like flatter me? Like I mean yeah, bro. Yeah, I did that, bro. Did you peek?
Yeah, I read the whole thing, and I love like conspiracy theories and
ain't
like,
no
UFOs.
Conspiracy no more. Ain't that crazy?
I know. Real. I know. So what do you think of, like, what are your thoughts on that shit?
Shit. Like, I mean, so from a biblical standpoint, not even biblical, just from a spiritual standpoint, just like third eye type shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, there's no way we could be the only life. And I feel like a great reference to like prove this, it's like, I don't think he talked about, did he talk about dinosaurs in the Bible?
I have no idea.
They ain't talk about dinosaurs in the Bible, so what makes you think there's not aliens? You know what I'm saying? And so, like, from giants used to exist, like giants, like motherfucking giants used to exist, like dinosaurs used to exist, like I don't think it's far-fetched that there's other life forms. I feel like that shit is Pandora's box, though. I feel like we don't know for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a reason why certain things. Listen, knowledge, you don't want to know everything. Trust. And that's applicable to every part of your life. You do not want to know everything. You don't want to know everything. You feel me? Pandora's box is a story, but it's real. And so my whole, like, my perspective on it is just like, if it's being kept from us, it's being kept from us for a reason. Like, motherfuckers get too curious, bruh. Like, this life shit is set up perfectly. The bees pollinate the fucking flowers and the trees. They grow. They fucking produce fruit. We eat from it. And it's the cycle of life. The shit is perfectly constructed. Why motherfuckers want to fuck with that formula is beyond me. But that's my immediate, like, reaction to, like, that.
Yeah, so I saw that. I saw that you had that article. And I think you wrote it actually like earlier this month, didn't you?
Bro, I think I wrote that last week, bro.
Yeah. So I don't know. I find shit like that it's super interesting because like what like really sparked my interest was whenever I heard about some dude. I think is like some commander. His name's David Fravor. Does that ring a bell? I don't fully know.
He I think he was the command. He was like the lieutenant or whatever who like at the Pentagon. I want to say who issued the report, maybe.
I want
I
to say
read.
it's I want to say it's the guy that actually like was out in San Diego off the coast and like actually saw some UFO or something like that. I'm not really. I don't.
Bruh, I write so many articles, dog. Sometimes I don't even remember what I wrote, but I ain't gonna cap on you. But yeah. He like saw. Oh, okay, yeah. They were okay. Now it's coming back to me. I got it. So they were on the ship. They were on there, and it like came up on a radar type shit, and like it was like super fast, and the shit was like flying like dumb, like doing shit that they know they invented can't do, and and yeah. But he was out on the coast of San Diego, and it was a Navy squad, and they was out in the water, and the shit came up on their Doppler radar.
That shit's crazy. That blows my fucking mind.
And low key, right? Like because
Yeah.
like it's hard to like really wrap your mind around. Like unless it's in front of you,
Yeah.
it's hard to like really take it serious. But like when you really, that means wait, hold on, that means some shit was here.
Possibly.
No, not possibly. He saw it.
Well, I mean, what if it
Wait,
was
what do
like?
you mean? Wait. What do you mean possibly?
But what if it was like the army or whatever, like testing
I'm
out some
telling
new
you.
technology? I'm playing devil's
No.
advocate. I'm playing devil's advocate right
Did you
now.
not read the document? No, it's confirmed. It wasn't that. Accept it, Sean. That shit was out of like, bro. Like it wasn't. No, maybe they was like this shit was extraterrestrial.
I'll accept it.
I don't. It doesn't get more official than the Pentagon, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. So
That means they were here. So okay. So what's your take on that? What do you think they're doing here? What do you think that means?
I mean, just based off of like what I'm like watching off of movies and stuff like that, maybe they're here for resources. I mean, they were out in the off the coast. Maybe they're getting some water. I don't know. Maybe they're like living underwater because they're like, fuck my planet. I'm coming to Earth. So, yeah.
I like that theory though. The last one.
You know, it
I don't
makes
know
me.
why I don't know why resources is funny. Is because it's like, man, what resources Earth got? But maybe we got something they don't got.
I mean,
But
shit.
I do fuck with the underwater thing because we don't know what the fuck is under that shit.
Yeah, there's so much water on Earth, man. It's like,
Water is
I mean,
scary as shit.
do what?
I think water is scarier than fire.
I think.
I don't know.
Well, like
Fire,
what?
but
Yeah,
you know when fire is coming. I feel like like fire is like something you gotta like create. You know what I'm saying? Like fire
yeah,
is like fire can't catch you. Like you know what I'm saying? You can't get caught up in some. I mean, like with a hurricane, a flood, you on a boat. You know what I'm saying? Water will get your ass.
yeah, and you
Fire
never know.
ain't gonna get you. Fire can't get you like water can get you.
Yeah, you'll.
In real life.
I mean, yeah, you'll never know what's in water either. So that's what's crazy about it. Like, I don't want to go out in the sea. I'm good. I'll stay on land.
Have you seen a wave, bro? I think some in the news, some guy, this German dude, or like broke a record for like riding this wave. Shit was like a skyscraper. My nigga. Like, that shit was crazy.
No, I didn't hear about that. The last time I heard about a wave was whenever I was in middle school and I was playing PlayStation 2 and I was playing Kelly Slater surfing.
Okay.
So,
Whoa. Some things get big, bro. Some things get up there. Like water is scary.
it can be.
It is. I mean, I could swim. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do my thing. I could escape in water. I'm just saying. I'm not fucking with water.
So you told me that you used to work at BET, right?
I did.
What exactly did you do there?
I initially was hired to work on the BET Hip Hop Awards. My job was to be a music writer for the BET Hip Hop Awards. And so I was contracted for that award show. The award show, I think, aired in October, early October, and they hired me like maybe 3 months in advance just to like help bolster the promotion. So like write articles leading up to it, things like why you should care about it, highlighting past shows, just like a lot of legwork before the actual show. And then like interview artists that was on the show, do write-ups on the show, like obviously do hardcore press on the show. So initially like that's what I was doing with BET. But along with that though, they had me like doing news writing for BET. It's kind of like a news wire. Anything that's happening in real time, like anything that happened yesterday, it's just daily news writing. I was doing that, so that's why I have a hella like dumb amount of BET bylines. BET bylines, just because like I did a bunch of news writing for them on top of doing the Hip Hop Awards. So then at the Hip Hop Awards, that's when I was able to interview Master P. I was able to interview Nelly. I was able to interview Ludacris. I interviewed Chance the Rapper.
A lot of people.
A lot of people, man. A lot of people. And what's so crazy is that like not easy. Like listen. I'm him. I'm that guy. Like. So like, you know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in. I've been doing this for like a long time. So like what's maybe easy to me may not be easy to anyone else. And I don't want to like speak negatively about, you know, the integrity of that job.
Yeah.
Or try to diminish its cachet in any way. Not doing that. But what I'm saying, compared to what I was doing before BET and what I'm doing now, like it was mindless for me, and it was fun.
That's the dream right there. At least I think it is for you. I don't know. You said you've been doing this for a long time, because I know like before you actually decided to hop on here. I think I was talking to you a couple weeks back. You said you like started doing this in like middle school or something.
I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Can I get my other drink?
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
All right, let me tell the people what this is. I'm kind of excited about this. My shit is slushied up, bro.
I mean, you're so excited about it, it's making me excited. So, like,
isn't it cute? This is a serious moonlight.
Oh my god!
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. What does it say in the description on the menu?
Let's just talk about the name real quick. Have you met in a silly moonlight?
No.
I mean, has Moonlight ever been silly to you?
No, I think it's kind of maybe been scary. Like if it's red, I'm like, oh fuck.
Scary?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? A calm, but serious. I don't like what it serious? All right, a serious Moonlight.
So serious Moonlight, rye whiskey, turmeric, cardamom, and mole. Okay. Interesting. What about that? What about that? Wait, we can't pass up the ham bone on the bottom of the menu. What the hell was that?
Every day after work, I get the ham bone, $7. You get a beer and a shot.
Good old ham bone, man.
Serious Moonlight.
I can only imagine the people listening. They're just like hearing you like take a sip. They're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
What is it? ASMR?
Oh yeah.
That is the name. The name is horrible. This first one. The name doesn't match the drink. It's cozy. The color will make you think fun, spirited, turn up. Sit back a little bit, cozy up.
Yeah, because it's rye whiskey. So whenever I think of whiskey,
one of those.
Yeah, I think of just chilling whenever I'm drinking whiskey. So
I just kick back a little bit. That's what it made me do. No cap.
Yeah, because I mean, if I'm like going out, which I don't do that much anymore, like I'm gonna like used to whenever I would go out, it'd be like vodka, tequila, beers, whatever. Like I'm not gonna drink bourbon.
Whenever someone says their favorite drink is vodka, that's a red flag.
Good thing my favorite drink's not vodka.
Vodka? What? What do you do for what kind of part? Like what are you doing? Like what are you doing really drinking vodka?
They're trying to get crazy, man.
Exactly. I feel like tequila has more variety. Maybe I'm showing my ignorance here. I don't know how much variety vodka has. But I just know all that shit tastes the same. That shit's gross. And I'm shaming you motherfuckers who drink vodka. You just can't drink vodka straight. That's why you know vodka's not what's up. You see a motherfucker sipping vodka, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you.
You got a point. You got a point. I didn't.
They're going to murder you.
Crazy ass people sip vodka, man.
I don't make the rules. So, yeah, I've been doing this for a minute, dog. Like 20 years in. And if people say, "Oh, fifth grade doesn't count," you wasn't really doing it. No, like dead ass. Like I was a junior journalist in Macon, Georgia, for the local channel 13 WMAZ, and they had this annual program called Junior Journalists, and they picked 13 of them across the state of Georgia, across middle Georgia, and like for I think it was like 10 weeks, 2 days a week, you would go in and you would like, they'll give you a story and you'd field report it, and they'll give you like, you would like learn video editing, and like they'll give you a script. Like I was in front of the camera. I was like just reporting and shit and just doing all types of shit, like as a field reporter in fifth and sixth grade. And it was like, so they had tryouts in the local mall. And I remember I seen a commercial on TV that was like, "We're looking for junior journalists. If you're in fifth or sixth grade, come to the Macon Mall. We're having tryouts all across middle Georgia." And so like 800 kids came out and they picked 13. And so I was one of the 13 that was picked. And so did I know at the time that I was going to be working at a TV station now? No. 20 years later? No. In fact, at the time, I wanted to be a pilot. That was like one of the things I wanted to be like. But yeah, so that's where it started. And then after that, I did it in high school. I didn't write for my high school paper, but I wrote for the local paper in Macon. I wrote for the Macon Telegraph. That was before I came to Lee. And then when I came to Lee in college, which is in Cleveland, Tennessee, for the people who don't know where Lee is, I didn't really write for the Clarion, but I had an internship, went to DC, worked for the Washington Times, and that's when I really got bit by the bug. Like up until then, I was like, I know I picked journalism as my like major, but like, and I knew I was going to go about doing it, but it wasn't until I went to DC. But yeah, I really want to do this shit. Like, yeah, because they had me going to the Capitol, covering Senate hearings, and that's was like really crazy. Like that's when Lee went up and sang at the inauguration.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I was already there. And so I like linked up. I was like, "Yo, what up?" And they were like, "Oh shit. Like, what are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm here on an internship for a semester." And they're like, "Okay, we're singing at the inauguration." And it was like, but yeah, like I was like covering Senate hearings and shit. And like I was like in a newsroom. And like at the time, like that's when my dad was like, "You gotta cut your hair. Like they're not gonna like let you be in a corporate setting like that with your hair." And I was like, "No, fuck that. I'm not going to do that, Dad." I was like, "No, I'm not going to do that shit." And then when I got in the newsroom, I seen someone with locks, and I was like, that's when I was really bit. And that was in 2013. When I graduated, I really didn't get on full time until 2019. It took 5 years, bro. 5 years of just straight hustling. Like now I'm full-time writing. Absolutely not. And anybody and everybody that knows me knows like just the grind and a hustle and just like the stick-to-itiveness that it took just to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I have a whiteboard, and like I've always had a whiteboard. I just want to like just write for a living. That's like because at the time it was always part-time or it was for free. I wasn't writing the paper. Like my writing wasn't paying my bills. And so like, that was just like, that's just what I need right now. Like that's at the bare minimum of what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we could grow from there. And so now that the fact that I've accomplished that, this just lets me know that I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right things, and that, hard work pays off, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of like gives you the motivation to feel going for it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, it's cool to see what you're doing, bud. So, I mean, I like that shit. It's awesome.
Bro, it's a dream, dog. They be taking care of me. So when I first got hired, they gave me a snack box. I'm like, damn, that's what's up. That's cool. And then there was like this employee appreciation day. Like this shit has never happened at other places I worked at, bro. So before BET was Ozzy. Ozzy was 2019. 2019 is when I went to California, had an internship with like that was like my big break. I was working at a restaurant in Chicago. I had a kid at this time. I was with my ex, I was with my BM at this time, and I was writing just at a lot of different places. Wasn't really making much money from writing. Obviously, still putting in applications, and then boom, Ozzy happened. I fly to California for 10 weeks for the internship. Like the internship didn't guarantee the job. You still had to like win the job, and you were out there. Won a job, and but that's when the pandemic happened. I saw it was supposed to all of us supposed to move out there, like me, my BM. We was going to be in Mountain View, California, Northern California, like around the corner from San Francisco. Like that was going to be our life, but the pandemic happened. That wasn't able to happen. That was God. But anyway, long story short, the COO who co-founded Ozzy, his name is Samir Rao. He was accused of impersonating a YouTube executive on a $40 million investment call with Goldman Sachs. And then after that bombshell broke, everything else started to crumble. Just the working conditions was crazy, bro. Like, and stories came out about just how chaotic the working conditions were. And people were working. We were working like 80, 90-hour weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, always have our phone on type shit. And so after I left that and after I went to freelancing, it's like, what's next? But yeah, that was crazy. Ozzy was crazy. Look it up.
Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal. Like working 80, 90 plus brutal. Hours a week.
Bruh, Saturdays, Sundays. It was crazy, man. And like I thought like this was like regular. I thought this was like industry. But it was just one of those money hungry companies that was a startup trying to, oh, and a lot of shit came out about how they was fabricating their numbers and like lying on a whole bunch of shit. But it was an experience. But I will say this though, good work, guy. I did do good work there, bro. Do you know who Carrie Champion is? She was an anchor at ESPN.
Yeah.
I interviewed her. I interviewed a rapper named Grib. I did a lot of good work there. I'm actually proud of the work that I did there. I will say that I got to do a lot of dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when I first worked in TV. That's why I'm able to be a digital news producer now, because I worked on TV when I was there, and I just had a lot of experience. I interviewed my biggest names there, and I connected with a lot of people, and I networked a good bit, and so it ended up being like a blessing, really, for sure. But
well, I mean, look at where you're at right now, man. I mean, you said you work at a place, you work at News Nation, correct? So
correct.
That's like, is that specific to Chicago?
News Nation is national. It's a startup as well. I want to say it started in 2021, but it's an affiliate of WGN, which is like affiliates all across the nation. But it's a national news company, a news station, based in Chicago. At one point, I was working on the Donlin Report, but Joe Donlin resigned, and he's no longer an anchor at News Nation. I think he went to a different news station, but. So right now I'm just a general digital news producer. But when I was working on that show, rather, my responsibilities were just taking what happened on TV and making it live digitally. I was a digital producer, and so that's basically what that means. And so whether that's social media, having its own article. So, like, for example, like the UFO thing that you brought up, that guy was on the show. That was a part of a news show. As a digital producer, I took like the best parts of that and made it live online where you could read it.
Yeah.
And that's what my role is. And so they're really cool. Like, they be giving me snack boxes. They all about like employee development. They sent me like to Bloomington, Illinois, for this training on their dime. It's like a softball league and shit. It's like real cool, man. It's like you meet other people who just super professional shit, like super boss shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. It's dope. It's a blessing. All God. All Jesus. Not me. my prayer always was to put me in places where people will be like, how did he get there? The story's not over. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, man. So story's not over. So I mean, what's next?
Like I could tell you like my lofty goals. Like, I could tell you those. Like I'm gonna have my own show. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
So Chicago's the best city in the world. Facts. And it has a very rich creative scene here. It has a very rich gig scene here. It's a cesspool of talent. and so I'm gonna do a showcase series where I'm just showcasing the local talent here. That's something that I want to do short term. And then long term, I'm gonna have my own show. I'm gonna have my own talk show.
Dope, man. I love it. That kind of reminds me of I think this was in New York when it was going on. Do you know DJ Armstrong and Bobito?
It's the shoes, dude. I love that show.
Because I think they started their show like in the 80s, but it was like between like 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. and like early, late night, whatever you want to call it. Their story's crazy, man. They would have like, I think like before like Biggie was Biggie, like he would come on there and like all these other guys.
Yeah, everybody on that bitch, bro.
Yeah.
I love how Sean Evans does his thing. I think at first I thought Sean Evans had it on lock, but I think this dude Caleb got him. You ain't never seen a show where they eating the hot wings?
Shit, I want to say yeah, but I'm not sure.
And then it goes up in heat with each question.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Yep. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I believe.
No, well, fuck it. Believe it or not, just like the UFOs, yeah. Believe it or not, man. No, I know
exactly what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, motherfucker.
Okay, thank you. God, you just in Dallas, lost to the sauce, lost to the goddamn sauce, Sean.
I'm not lost in shit.
But yeah, I like his interview technique. I like the concept of like taking the person you're interviewing out of their element and a bit to get them to answer a question in a more authentic way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what the Hot Wings does. Like, and but it's this guy named Caleb. He interviews people at Barstool Sports. And he's just, oh man, they're just like, how he just does it is, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's kind of like, you know what? He reminds me of Zach Galifianakis in Between the Ferns. Do you know what that is?
I love that shit. He's so fucking hilarious, man.
How would you describe? How like, what is it? Is it not awkward? It's yeah.
It's like, oh, he like, it's like
intentionally awkward. He's yes. Like, he's like going for the awkward, right?
Yeah.
Going for the awkward. This Caleb dude at Barstool Sports, he has this interview series. It's called Sunday Conversation with Caleb Presley. He has an interview with Hezbollah, who's this viral, really.
I know. Yeah, really small guy.
He has an interview with Hezbollah, 5.1 million views. He has an interview with Kodak Black, 2.3 million views. He has an interview with Sean O'Malley, Jake Paul. Point is, he has that like forcing the awkwardness. Yeah. And he's different from Zach Galifianakis, but Zach Galifianakis is the OG.
I'll have to take a look at it.
But the Kodak Black one is the best one.
I just watched he was on a podcast with you know the Nelk Boys. Does that sound familiar? Full Send.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Bob Menery, Kyle, Steve will do it, all those guys.
Is it Full Send or is it the Milk Boys? Are they the same thing?
It's the same thing, just different.
Okay, yes, then I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I think Kodak Black was on there. They like did the interview at his mom's house, which I thought was cool. Okay,
I gotta go peep that. Is it good?
I liked it. I thought it was good. But all right, brother. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here. I really appreciate you hopping on.
Bro, this was a great conversation, dog. I hope this gets you the most views you've ever gotten.
1 million. We're gonna.
Why not?
Dude, I've never been to Chicago, but if I ever do, I'm gonna have to hit you up whenever I come out there.
Listen. You don't come to Chicago without checking in with Joshua Eferighe. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. You gotta check in. I'm the big homie here. Period.
Y'all have a good one. Peace.